Hey everyone, welcome to the sneak peek. My name is Noelle Bressler. I am a two-star diamond coach, 2015 premier coach, and co-founder of Flexi Fit Club. I wanted to talk to you today about social anxiety and how coaching has helped me overcome that. I don't know if any of you are currently struggling with anxiety of any kind. I think it's a fairly common occurrence, especially in today's oversaturated with distraction type of world. And I would just, please know, obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert in the topic. All I know is what I know, and what I know is how I overcame it. But when I started coaching, I was socially anxious. I had low self-esteem, low confidence. I suffered from an inferiority complex that still I'm working through to this day, but it's something that I now feel like I have a handle on. But the social anxiety was probably the thing in my life that held me back the most. My husband is in the Navy, and he had just left on a 9-month deployment when I started coaching, which is kind of a big deal to me because I have no idea where I mustered up the courage to even start this, but I cannot tell you how life-changing it has been and how thankful I am every day for just, that 2 minutes of insane courage to overcome that initial fear. And I hope that you guys, by the end of this week, discover your own 2 minutes of insane courage, because that's all you need, just 2 minutes to take the leap and then kind of dive into the culture. But that's neither here nor there at the moment. I just want to give you an idea of just how far I've come. When I first started, talking on the phone was like, for some reason, it was one of those things that really made my skin crawl. Like, I wasn't good at it. Every time I had a conversation with a new person via phone or in person, I would spend hours, if not days, over analyzing everything that I said and how I sounded. If that person thought I sounded stupid, or if I looked stupid while I was talking it, like, I was so overly concerned with what people thought of me that I couldn't enjoy meeting new people or being in new circumstances. This is something that I suffered from for a long time, and I didn't realize that that's why I was behaving the way I was behaving when I was in college. And but when I was in high school, I felt these feelings, and I started drinking to give myself bravery to meet new people. I was that girl who would show up at the party wasted because I needed to drink before I went to the party, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to carry on a conversation, or I just wouldn't feel, I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't go to the party, which probably would have been better in retrospect. But point being, I used things that were not good for me to overcome something that I wasn't even able to identify at the moment. But as I started coaching and I started really diving into personal development, reading tons and tons of books, helping me to not only discover what was holding me back, but to overcome what was holding me back. It took me a year of coaching, at which time I wasn't just sitting on my haunches reading. I was actually doing something to build my business, because if you don't know, courage is not the absence of fear, it is doing things anyway. So I was taking steps and I was going outside my comfort zone, but I was holding myself back because I still identified as a socially anxious person. I was afraid to do the things that I knew I needed to do in order to move ahead even more and create that life of freedom that I truly craved. And I'm not talking money, and I'm not talking success, but how big my team was. I'm talking about the way that I felt about myself. And through the year of absolutely studying myself and studying personal development and really focusing on the fact that I needed to change and get out of my own head, I was able to overcome it. And I still have a day marked on my calendar that I shed the personal or the social anxiety blanket, and I emerged a new person, and that was a huge deal to me. And since then, I still sometimes get nervous. I'm not going to lie and say that I haven't, But I used to get off of phones and like cry because of the conversations I have. And now I can do even, videos or face to face chat or talking. Like, I don't deal with that stuff anymore. I don't suffer from that anymore. So if you're starting this journey and you're coming on and you're thinking, I don't know how I can do this because I suffer from social anxiety or whatever it is you suffer from, yes, you can do this. But here's the thing. This is the key thing. You can't just come onto the team with these, these feelings, these anxieties and things like that are holding you back and think that it's just going to change because you became a coach. The change happens when you want them to change. I was so tired of feeling bad about myself that I had to change. I could not live another day feeling as bad as I felt about myself. So I had to do something. And if you have that feeling, if you are so tired of feeling it's sad or badly about yourself as you do, this is the place to be, guys. This is the team to join because we have so many people here who know how you feel and know how to get to the other side of that. If you would just dive in and embrace the culture and embrace this journey, you have no idea how good you can feel. And I hope that gives you some sort of, my little one's knocking at the door here. I'm well over the time that I was supposed to be, but I just hope that gives you some hope and encouragement because no matter where you are now, that does not dictate your future. You decide your future, and we are here to help you with that.